Howdy peeps. Today we're going to talk about why the best way for LDS singles to overcome the discomfort that they may find in their lives is to embrace that discomfort. Join the Journey Radio starts right now.
Welcome to the infusion of positive energy into the lives of single Latter-day Saints everywhere. This is Joy in the Journey Radio.
And welcome back, peeps, to another wonderful, splendiferous, joyous episode of Join the Journey Radio. I am Lance, your host for Join the Journey Radio, and this is episode number 398, Embrace the Discomfort. That's right, peeps. You gotta embrace it. You gotta be, say be manly. But I don't know. It's like, you don't want like women to be manly. There's this trend in society to make everything androgynous. And yeah, I'm thinking men should be men and women should be women. And yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at on it. So, but, yeah. So if you're joining the program live today, please join the chat. Tell us where you're from, and feel free to, make comments or, put your 2 cents in to the program via the chat. And then towards the end of the program today, we'll take a look at that, and I'll respond to you live here during the broadcast. And if you're watching this program at a later time, please leave a comment down below. Let us know where you're from, because that will help us with the algorithms. Okay, I'm sure that many, if not all of us, are familiar with the Book of Mormon teaching that there is an opposition in all things. The world is full of not just opposites, though, but essential opposites. Elements not only opposing each other, but also supplying something essential in their opposition. Sweet and bitter provide a good example. Not only do sweet and bitter signify opposing taste experiences, they also provide something essential in their opposition. Wouldn't know to prize the sweet without also tasting the bitter. But we know the bitter is bitter because of how it contrasts with the sweet. The Book of Mormon prophet Lehi explained as much when he spoke of the essential opposites. For it must needs be that there is an opposition in all things. If not so, my firstborn in the wilderness, righteousness could not be brought to pass, neither wickedness, neither holiness nor misery, neither good nor bad. Wherefore all things must needs be a compound in one. Wherefore, if it should be one body, it must needs remain as dead, having no life, neither death, nor corruption nor incorruption, happiness nor misery, neither sense nor insensibility. Imagine that. Without opposition, there is no life. Many of us wish the quality of our lives were better, and by better, I mean easier. But if it weren't for the opposition, then we might as well be dead. After all, nothing opposes the dead. Dead people don't have challenges. Dead people are left to molder and rot as they decay on their return to Mother Earth. When you see challenge in your life, what you really see is proof of life. That's why comfort and growth are essential opposites. We all want growth, but growth by its very nature is often uncomfortable. If we avoid the discomfort, we'll never grow. There's no comfort in growth, but also no growth in comfort. We'd all do well to remember these essential opposites as we encounter challenges in our lives. Many LDS singles naturally retract from the discomfort their challenges bring. That has nothing to do with being single, and everything to do with being human. Growth and comfort are natural opposites, so the growth we want can't come without discomfort. Those of us who are single understand all too well that many of the challenges of LDS singles life comes from the nature of singleness. You're made to connect with another half, but you have only the half you are. Everything in your life has to come from you. All your financial support has to come from you. Maintaining everything in your life has to come from you. If something doesn't work, the fix has to come from you. If you have children to raise, then that too has to come from you. We've we've all been there in singles land. Some of us have been there longer than others, and others more are still there. In fact, that's where the majority of the adult church membership is. And the majority of that majority is stuck right there in singles land because they keep looking for the comfortable exit in the futile hope they can grow without discomfort. That hope is futile because growth and comfort are essential opposites. You can't grow if you stay comfortable. You can't grow if you constantly seek to avoid discomfort. To have growth, you must be willing to embrace discomfort. Now, notice I said embrace. Mere acceptance will not do. Simply tolerating the existence of discomfort will also not do. You must put your arms around the pain and take it all in. You must channel it into the molding of your character. You must leverage it to your advantage. You must take what appears to hold you back and turn it into the very impetus that propels you forward. Now, most people don't think this way, which is why most people, when presented with challenge, will whimper and wallow in self-pity. Those who successfully transcend, now not just overcome, but transcend their challenges, are those who embrace the discomfort. And interestingly enough, those who embrace their discomfort the most are the ones who grow the most. You wouldn't think it, but the embrace is what allows them to grow from their challenges. We've all had the experience not just of trials, but also of the realization after the trial that the uncomfortable experience made us stronger. We learned something we didn't know before. We have a perspective that's more complete because of the experience the trial provided. We grew because of the discomfort. The decades that I've spent as a single Latter-day Saint have not been easy. Some of my experience with loneliness and rejection inflicted very deep and painful wounds. Never knowing when it will all end is another trial in and of itself. Yet I can say that the experience has made me stronger. I learned something that I didn't know before. I learned about compassion and empathy because when I see other LDS singles struggle with the challenges of LDS singles life, I know something of what they are experiencing. And my heart yearns to reach out to them and help them in a way that it would not, had I not experienced what I have of singles life. My perspective is more complete because of the experience my trials provided. I grew because of the discomfort. And that's where most of us leave it. We know there is discomfort in life, but we simply tolerate it when it appears, taking just what life has forced upon us. We're leaving some growth, and with it joy, on the table when we do that. There's so much more growth we could experience if only we embrace the discomfort. And that discomfort is something that LDS singles especially should want to embrace. We've talked often about the fundamentals of the dating journey and how there is an agreement connected with each stage of the journey that you must secure if you want to advance to that stage. You advance only as far as the agreements you have secured. If you don't have the agreement connected with a particular stage, then you don't advance to that stage because you can't advance to any stage without the necessary agreement. And of course, to secure an agreement, you must have the consent of another person. How do you get that consent? You get the consent and secure an agreement by being agreeable enough. So when you don't have that consent, it is because you are not agreeable enough. Sure, all of us have our own standards by which we judge what is and is not acceptable, but regardless of those differences, the basic structure of the journey is the same. When presented with someone who is agreeable enough, we give our consent to the agreement. When someone is not agreeable enough, we withhold consent. It really is no more complicated than that at the most fundamental level. Now, the solution to securing an agreement you can't secure is also not complicated. If you are not agreeable enough, then the way to secure the agreement you want is to become agreeable enough. And that means changing you. You become more agreeable by changing you. Now, here's the punchline. That change you most need is almost always uncomfortable. As we've discussed today, there is no growth in comfort, but there is also no comfort in growth. To make the changes in you that you need in order to become more agreeable, so that you secure the agreement you need to progress to the next stage of your dating journey, you must embrace the discomfort. Only by embracing the discomfort can you have growth. Only by being all in with both your circumstances and what you do in those circumstances will you overcome the challenges that confront you. And the more quickly and completely you embrace the discomfort, the more quickly you can live your best life and have the joy you were meant to have. Only maximum growth leads to maximum joy, and only maximum embrace of discomfort leads to maximum growth. There's no comfort in growth, but also no growth in comfort. So embrace the discomfort and find yourself embracing joy on the other side of that discomfort. May you remember that truth as you consider your response to the challenges in your own life. And may you embrace the discomfort in those challenges. Doing so will maximize the growth you'll experience, and that will bring you more joy in your journey. Okay, let's take a look here and see. I don't see anyone have put anything in the chat. So we are a little bit short today. I want to make this short and sweet because I got a lot of other stuff going on today. But I did want to hop in today and make sure that I got the program in. This is what they say, 80% of success is showing up. So, since there's nothing in the chat, I guess that's all we have for this episode of Join the Journey Radio. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. If you have something you'd like to say about what we discussed today, please leave a comment down below. If you have a topic or question that you would like to see addressed, then we're happy to help. Please, again, leave a comment down below. If there's something that we can do to help you overcome the challenges of LDS singles life, yep, you got it. Leave a comment down below. And if you want to, message us in a way that, the whole world's not going to be able to read, then just go to our website, jointhejourneyradio.com, and there on the contact page, you'll find a form where you can send us a message. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our content that you find helpful so that the algorithms will push more of that content out to help other LDS singles. So until next time, this is your host reminding you there is joy to be had all along your journey. So take that joy and journey on.